ever since we launched in 2017, we've been India's #1 news channel, and then we became India's #1 news network. Today we operate the #1 channels in English, in Hindi and in Bangla, and we're going to expand across India and hopefully very soon to the entire world. Now this journey cannot be complete without us entering the digital news medium in a stronger, effective and well-planned way. And I'm delighted to share with you, with all of you, our support base, our viewers, our followers and people who are really part of Republic, that yes, Republic, India's #1 on television, is now coming on digital. This July, Republic will be on digital.
Republic TV has been #1 for the last 6 years. We've reported some of the biggest stories that matter. We have changed the face of Indian television journalism, and now we are about to do the same on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on television, now soon on digital this July. For 6 years, you've trusted Republic TV with breaking news, views and debates. For the very first time, we're bringing #1 news brand on digital. Stay tuned for Republic Digital this July. Republic TV, #1 on television, soon on digital this July.
Republic TV, #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We have broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. Republic has disrupted the broadcast news industry, and now Republic comes on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We've broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India, and now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic #1 on TV, now coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic TV #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the last 6 years, and in these 6 years you've loved us, you've supported us, you've stood by us, and we at Republic have broken the biggest news stories. We've set the nation's news agenda, and now we are ready for the big disruption on digital. Yes, so that you don't miss a moment of what's going on in the country and around the world. Republic on digital this July.
Narrative-based disruption rejected. India opposes bid to block highways. Can motivated brigades shoot and scoot? Arnab debates at 9 p.m. Who's provoking ahead of Panchayat polls?
बंगाल में जहां ममता दीदी की सरकार हो, वो बंगाल जल रहा है और जलाने का काम कर रहा है ममता दीदी और उनके वहां के लोग.
Can the Bengal political violence be denied? Arnab debates at 10 p.m.
viewers of Republic TV. It's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and NECC in partnership with Mind Super App and beyond.
Good evening and welcome. Till yesterday, Bajrang Punia was protesting for the female wrestlers. And now that they've gone back to work and the wrestlers' protest is over, he has landed to help freelance politician come freelance farmer leader Rakesh Tikait block the highways from Haryana to Delhi. And I'm perplexed. What is going on? Is the idea to somehow choke Delhi and create anarchy in the national capital somehow? Let's have a round of chaos in the national capital. What's the idea? Is the idea to have a Shaheen Bagh Part 2 before the general elections for maximum impact? Somehow to create a wave of violence centered around the national capital region before the 2024 elections, to create a mahal, an atmosphere that can be capitalized politically. And I'm asking you tonight, as a responsible citizen, are you going to allow it? Will we allow another round of rioting? Will we allow another round of desecration of the tricolour in the Red Fort? Or will we allow another round of political blackmail? Now we're going to say that let an unemployed freelance farmer leader who can't win an election legitimately hold the entire country and its national capital to ransom. Are we going to allow it? And are we going to let our great country fall prey to the Tikait school of governance? And I say this time, if not last time, then this time, we need to be more than just spectators. The choice is ours, of course. I will prove tonight that the entire edifice of this shoot and scoot politics, that this entire politics of anarchy is founded on, I will prove this tonight. But using the hashtag, and it's on your screen, and the hashtag tonight is "Can't Block My Highway." Yes, it's your highway. You pay taxes for it. They can't block it. They can't cheat you of your taxes and your fundamental rights. And using this hashtag, "Can't Block My Highway," I would like to request you to start a counter movement, a counter protest of sorts, and keep it going, so we put pressure on Rakesh Tikait and company and all of them, so that we can collectively send a sensible message that all this endless professional protesting has to stop, so that we must be allowed to live our lives, and that our highways, for which we pay taxes, are ours. And I don't think we are doing anything wrong by saying that we, Mr. Rakesh Tikait and company, I want to tell you, we are going to reclaim our highways. They don't belong to you. We are the citizens, we pay taxes, these are our highways. That message should be sent clearly tonight. This time we are not spectators. Debate number 1. Can't block my highway. And I'm not saying it, I know you're saying it. I just want you to say so more vocally. Debate number 2 tonight. You can't let Bengal burn. We're heading towards more and more violence amidst the acidity of the political contest there. And on debate 3 tonight, I say get over Aurangzeb. Get over Aurangzeb. What's with this Aurangzeb fan club? It's so irresponsible, so utterly ridiculous. That's a studio debate tonight at 10:20. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight.
सूरजमुखी 64 रुपये केजी के हिसाब से सरकार ने रेट घोषित किया, उस पर कम पे खरीद नहीं होनी चाहिए, ये इशू है.
The Andolan GVs are at it again. The same groups, the same people, the same freelancers are blocking highways all over again. And as they run across the Haryana-Delhi highway and say they will choke the national capital, citizens of India say enough is enough. You cannot block my highway.
उस बंगाल में जहां ममता दीदी की सरकार हो, वो बंगाल जल रहा है और जलाने का काम कर रहा है ममता दीदी और उनके वहां के लोग.
Another election and more political violence in Bengal. Major political face-off ahead of the upcoming Panchayat polls. BJP claims that 66% Muslim groups are in the OBC list. Is there a tilt by the Mamata government in Bengal? Big debate tonight.
अगर कोई औरंगजेब की फोटो उठाया तो मुझसे किसी मीडिया के लोगों ने पूछा कि इस पर तबसरा करिए. मैं बिल्कुल तबसरा करने तैयार हूं, मगर आप इसको ऑथेंटिकेट कर दो कि ये औरंगजेब की फोटो है.
And more Aurangzeb posts emerge. Who wants to keep Aurangzeb alive as an issue to win votes? And India braces for cyclone Biparjoy. Prime Minister reviews the situation. Over 10,000 evacuated in Gujarat already. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a circuit that perpetually builds a narrative. A circuit that instigates corruption and then coolly walks away when facts debunk their claims. They move from issue to issue. Rakesh Tikait is among those who are perpetually hunting for a reason to create chaos. And now it appears he is using demands for MSP on sunflower seeds. The minimum support price for sunflower seeds as an issue to block a critical artery of the country, the national highway between Delhi and Haryana. This is crossing the line. I would like you to start a counter protest with the hashtag Can't Block My Highway. Let's debate.
5 days ago, the Union Cabinet increased MSP on Kharif crops.
7,755 रुपए मूंग पर MSP निर्धारित थी पिछले वर्ष और अब उसको बढ़ा के 10.4% की वृद्धि 8,558 मूंग दाल पर नई खरीफ मार्केटिंग सीजन के लिए MSP को सुनिश्चित किया गया.
But Rakesh Tikait and company have managed to concoct a narrative around MSPs anyway.
सूरजमुखी 64 रुपये केजी के हिसाब से सरकार ने रेट घोषित किया, उस पर कम पे खरीद नहीं होनी चाहिए, ये इशू है. उस पर खरीद हो तो यही इशू है, और जो नेता बंद हैं उनको रिहाई करें किसानों.
After the wrestlers' protest came to a close, Tikait is now holding Mahapanchayat over this.
अपना समर्थन देने के लिए आए हैं और हम भी किसान परिवार से, हम भी जो किसान हमारे भाई खड़े हैं रोड पे, हम उनके साथ. पहले भी जब किसान प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा था तब भी हम साथ खड़े थे.
And immediately there was a bid to block a national highway.
And here you can see the visuals, the massive number of protesters are here and reaching towards the national highway to block the Delhi national highway. And you can see they are also climbing the bridge as well. And now you can see the visuals.
Indian citizens are tired.
अभी मैं खुद देख रहा हूँ कि 9 मंथ की लेडीज़ का जो बुरा हाल हुआ है, जो उनको रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा है, ये गलत बात है। तो भाई मेरी किसानों से सिर्फ एक ही बात है कि आप प्लीज़ ऐसा कोई काम ना करें कि बाकी किसानों को मुँह की खानी पड़े।
ये जो आम जनता है इतनी गर्मी में इतनी परेशान हो रही, किसी की बच्चियाँ फंसी हुई है, किसी के पेट में दर्द है, कोई बीमार है, पूरा ब्लॉक है, तो बड़ी नेशनल हाईवे जाम है, तो पता नहीं कितने लोग ऐसे इस जाम में फंसे हुए हैं।
We've seen the chaos that unfolded in the past during Shaheen Bagh. We saw how narrative setting on a CAA led to the Delhi riots that killed 53. We saw how the farm laws narrative led to the violence on Republic Day. And we know there is a shoot and scoot brigade that has been pivoting from one issue to the other this year. Tonight, the message to the Blockade brigade is clear. No blocking my highway. Let's debate.
And wherever you're watching this broadcast tonight, I'd like to just request you personally, before I begin the debate, that please don't look away this time. You looked away, and that is why there were riots in Delhi. You looked away. You thought Shaheen Bagh would not hit you. 56 people died. You looked away, and that is why the national flag was desecrated. You looked away, or perhaps felt sympathetic towards the farmers' protest, even when I had said very clearly that this is political and anti-national elements and Khalistanis are involved. This time I'm making a request to you, don't look away. Join me in a counter-protest using the hashtag tonight. The highway is a metaphor for development. You can't block my highway. So my first question is to this side. First of all, GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, Sushil Pandit, very well-known voice and activist, and Saurabh Shukla, editor-in-chief of newsmobile.com. Vivek Dikshit is a well-known lawyer and a citizen voice. Lokesh Jindal of the Congress. Akshay Marathe is AAP spokesperson from Delhi. Pankaj Sharma is a former media advisor to the Congress Chief Minister Kamal Nath and a senior journalist. And Nikhil Jain. Now, I want to start with you, Sushil. The way you're looking at it, I am opening the debate tonight. I have a problem with this shoot and scoot kind of stuff. I think they want to create chaos before 2024. I genuinely believe they are looking for some serious violence around the national capital before 2024 and use it politically. What's your take? Rakesh Tiketh is only a linchpin in all of this, in my view.
Yes, Arnab. First of all, namaskar to you, your viewers, and my fellow panelists. In our democracy, as we are never tired of saying, protest is our life breath. What kind of a democracy we will have if the citizens are not free to protest? But having said that, when you have rent-a-cause celebrities of sorts looking for reasons, in fact, hunting for reasons to not just protest, but hold an entire country to ransom, to hold us hostage, to make our cities cripple in front of our eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Then it is no democracy and this is no protest. Our problem is that we have taken it lying down for too long. Why this is happening again, Arnab, and here I don't know how many will agree with me. In the past, we capitulated. We literally prostrated. We did nothing, hoping that they will go away, reason will prevail, or
we did. It went on, it increased.
Some miracle will happen.
No, it became worse. It became worse because we didn't nip it in the bud.
Absolutely. Shaheen Bagh led to riots.
Correct.
And farmers' protest held this country to ransom for more than a year.
Absolutely, and the flag was desecrated at Red Fort.
Absolutely. It was unprecedented. Never ever had anyone thought that we would live to see those images.
Counter-protest.
So this is again a challenge, and this is a challenge because we have allowed it to happen in the past They have turned this into a business model.
It's a whole industry, the protest industry. Well said.
So therefore, this time the state must not wither away in the face of these challenges.
No.
The state must give the evidence of its presence.
Tell me, the farmers also enjoy fundamental rights under Article 19(1)(c). They have the right to protest. They enjoy right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution. Tell me one thing, sir. The input costs are increasing. The margins are decreasing. Why shouldn't
we have a right to mobility?
I'll tell you one thing, Lokesh. Lokesh, I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing, Lokesh. I tell you one thing. Lokesh, I have understood how you want to run the country. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Saurabh. I'll tell you this. The day is not far, Saurabh. And 2 verses 2. The day is not far, Saurabh. If and when, a very big if, a bigger when, the Congress comes to power in this country, they will block every single road, let Tikayat loose on the streets, believe in the Tikayat model of governance. From number 4 and 5 on GDP, we will go back to number 20. Our roads, our industries will be destroyed. Rakesh Tikayat should then be declared the Agriculture Minister of India. They should make Rakesh Tikayat, if they love him so much, the Agriculture Minister of India and the Home Minister of India rolled into one. But till then, no.
Economy, entire system within which the present dispensation functions.
Is just merely the face.
There are people behind this. They
want to wreck India's economic progress. These highways are symbols of a new India. These highways are the symbol of the people of India. They are trying to wreck India's economic progress. And listen, the reason why this has been happening, they are taking issue after issue is because obviously for 2024 elections, they think that by wrecking India's progress, they can try to win the election. People of India are smart. They've seen through the charade of these pseudo protesters.
It is a
I would say in democracy there is the right for everybody to protest, but you find a place where you don't inconvenience people. This is not a people issue if you're inconveniencing people.
This is I want to tell you, I want to say to you people, no, because what happens now, nowadays there is this thing called woke. You feel upset over everything, you protest over everything, you cry over everything. These crybabies who are wokes. For these wokes, feelings are more important than facts. And for them, the fundamental issue is we must keep protesting, but upset rehna hai, or complain karna hai. And so they will say, no, we poor farmers, we must, having their Subway sandwiches, they will say, we must fight for the farmers. I want to ask those people, those wokes, where does the lettuce for your sandwich come from? Where does the chicken for your sandwich come from? If the arteries of this country are blocked, you can't be sitting in your local coffee shop and having what you have. You can't be having those 500 rupee sandwiches and crying over the farmers if you're going to block the arteries. Come on now, Lokesh. I have a suggestion for my friend Lokesh tonight. And my suggestion is to Lokesh, since you're going to be running the country soon according to your nightmare, your dreams and our nightmares, I have a suggestion, everyone on please, I have a suggestion that when Rahul Gandhi becomes the Prime Minister of India, then Kanhaiya should be made the Home Minister of India, Rakesh Tikayat should be made the Agriculture Minister of India, and Robert Vadra should be made the Foreign Minister of India since he's always holidaying abroad in any case. Now, till then, don't do this.
Arnab,
it's a serious argument.
What is the problem with Mr. Vadra holidaying?
No, it's a serious point, Nikhil. You can't block my highway. Vivek's on, he'll take you on. It's my highway. Vivek pays taxes.
And you're talking about how blocking the highways is going to restrict the access of people to their lettuce and their chicken, but you're not talking about how is that lettuce and chicken grown. It's grown by these farmers, by these citizens, and it's rather rich in the BJP to say that blocking roads is bad, because when I type BJP blocks highway, on Google and see my news results. BJP blocks highway to protest against such and such.
Yeah, no, 1 minute,
Some
1
patient
minute,
dies
1
in
minute.
an ambulance because BJP
One minute,
leader
1 minute.
blocks the road with his car.
Nikhil,
BJP
1 point. Nikhil, a factual point. Nikhil, a factual point. Nikhil, Saurabh, listen to me.
Any party which blocks the highway should be penalized. I am saying people should not be inconvenienced. Create protest sites. You already have a Jantar Mantar. Create a bigger site.
Don't
jam the highways.
In the India against corruption.
Okay, Vivek is on the debate. We are on breaking news stickers below. And my question is to Vivek.
And all the other leaders in the BJP who were with the against corruption movement.
Okay, 1 minute, Nikhil. Vivek's countering you. Thank you very much. Vivek's countering you. Let's keep it moving fast. Thank you, Nikhil. Keep it brief. Vivek, what do you think?
Arnab, Andolankari is a mild term which you use.
Andolan
and whatever Sushil said is even milder. I would go on to say that these people are serial anarchists. And whatever is being misguided to the entire country now, saying that Article 19(1)(b), right to assemble, now that is subject to reasonable restrictions. That is subject to reasonable restrictions. So you must tell the entire story to the country. You can't hold the entire country to ransom.
No.
It is subject to public order. 19(1)(2). So what is he talking about, Yogesh? And another thing is, what answer will you give, Yogesh? What answer will you give to that the lady
Nikhil is countering.
9-year-old baby in her stomach? There were so many people maybe who wanted to go to the hospital.
Lokesh.
Yeah,
this is something.
I would like to tell my friends from the BJP.
1 minute. Nikhil, wait. Nikhil, let him complete. Vivek, louder. Nikhil, down. Thank you, Vivek. My point is.
I have very strong objection.
My point is. Should I open up to phone lines? Okay, we are opening up to phone lines. Phone lines will be breaking on the ticker below.
Akshay, if the protesters protest in the Jantar Mantar, the police has a problem.
Okay, Akshay.
If the protesters protest on the highway, the agency has a problem.
Lokesh, we have GVL out there. Lokesh, we have GVL out there. Lokesh, we have GVL on the debate.
Highway is not a place to protest.
Tell me one thing.
Who told you that highway is
I want Akshay Marathe and Lokesh on
speak. Do you say
highway is not a place to protest, man?
Which has denied that highway cannot be used
Yogesh, no.
Is it mentioned anywhere that the highway cannot be a site for protest?
Tell
me one thing. If Supreme Court tomorrow adjudicates that the highways cannot be used as a site
volume
for
loud everyone.
Farmers, they will move away.
Okay, now I tell you, Lokesh, I want to ask you a question, please. Okay, can I have Lokesh and Akshay Marathe? Lokesh, philosophical question of a kind that usually I don't ask at 9:24, but I feel like asking you something tonight. Are you happy about everything in life, Lokesh? Or is there anything, any aspect of your life? 1 minute. Sushil's getting the drift of my question. Is there any aspect of your life you don't like? Something that you're upset about? Or are you completely at peace with everything?
Well,
okay, you don't have to tell me what you're upset about. You don't have to tell me what. I'm asking you, are you upset about something? Something or the other makes you upset.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm upset that why aren't the farmers getting their dues?
Okay, fine. Now I'll tell you.
Why aren't the farmers getting the MSP? Why aren't the farmers getting the peace of mind? That makes me upset.
Stop your fakery. Now listen to me. One minute. GVL, coming to you. GVL, 1 minute. GVL.
The conscience.
GVL.
I wish if he had that conscience, he would have quit Congress party, of which he is a supporter. Because his party never really delivered MSP, except making
brought me to the
false
Congress
claims.
party.
They made farmers, made fool.
The debate's trending tonight. People are with us.
Paid
Can't block
money
my
for the
highway.
MSP. We have not only increased MSP, we have more than doubled procurement volume.
National Food Security Act was introduced by the Congress. MG Narega was introduced by the Congress.
You didn't provide for.
Tell me, what did you
provided for the food grains, nor you provided for the money. Sonia Gandhi, Congress Party, Rahul Gandhi are doing good at empty things. You are great at doing empty things.
You tally
not delivering any good work.
You consider the tenure of the present dispensation.
I think
during the tenure of Manmohan Singh,
Lokesh, on this issue,
GVL, we have given them free food.
GVL, can I just add a perspective here? Akshay, I want to get you in. And by the way, the debate's already trending. Tremendous traction. See, Akshay, I am not against protests, but I think on this issue, you have to, why I asked him that question, Akshay and Pankaj must come in. See, I asked him, are you happy about everything in life? He should have been honest and said, I'm not happy about everything in life. If someone would have asked me the question, Pankaj, I would have said, no, there are many things that make me upset. I'm human. I'm not trying to be supernatural like Lokesh. My point is, if for everything that I'm not happy with, Akshay, I start blocking the roads. If everything you're not happy, you'll block the road. If you'll go out there, how will this country run? And by the way, as far as the sunflower prices are concerned, I'm sure it's a very, very important issue for farmers. And I'm sure it will be dealt with. By the way, the Manohar Lal Khattar government has already released many crores as interim compensation to 8,528 sunflower farmers. So it's not like sunflower prices and sunflower farmers. In fact, the reality is the state government procurement,
is going from Rajasthan to Haryana.
No.
I think this could also
Can I come in? No, my point is the government is saying we will give you more money for your sunflower seeds. But the farmers are saying we want a little bit more money. Okay, fine. Go negotiate, go ask, go petition. For God's sake, let my children go to school. Let my parents go to hospitals. Let me go to work. Let it be normal. We and our families have a right to live. So what are you doing? Akshay, nobody in this country will support you if you support chaos. Over to you.
Can I come in, Arnab?
Yeah, please.
Arnab, I remember for 1 year when the farmers were protesting on the borders of Delhi, day in and day out, media channels and BJP spokespersons came and discredited them, called them terrorists, Khalistanis, Naxals, etc., etc. But at the end of it, what happened? The Prime Minister had to come on a stage, fold his hands and say, I'm sorry to the farmers, and had to accept his demands. So I just want to give a cautionary note to all the people who are shouting on top of their voices and trying to discredit the farmers once again. That tomorrow when Mr. Modi has to accept the demands of the farmers, you will be forced to eat your own words. And you will have to come back to Republic TV and have to turn around, U-turn like you are used to doing. It will be very unfortunate for everybody who is trying to today blame the farmers. And let me tell you, Arnab, I am not happy about everything that is going on in my life. But this protest is not about something frivolous like the right to eat ice cream or the right to sleep in an AC. This protest is about the right to a livelihood.
Akshay,
They are doing work that is creating the food we are eating.
Akshay, listen to me for a minute. I am not discussing the merits of the issue. What I am trying to tell you is in a country of 1.4 billion people, as we will all agree, there will be thousands and tens of thousands of issues. Every 10 kilometers, there will be a new issue. And no issue is less important than the other. What I'm trying to say, if an issue concerns specific groups of farmers in Haryana, for example, they cannot be allowed to use their geographical location to hold the country to ransom. Secondly, what I'm saying, Pankaj, is we cannot encourage this Rakesh Tikait person. I'd say the right to livelihood is also that of the commuters. The right to transport is that of tax-paying citizens. But you see, Tikait, Pankaj, in August 2022, he says, I will stop Delhi because I'm going to participate in a protest on unemployment. Then in June 2022, he says, I'm going to stop Delhi. I'm going to burn down the country over Agnipath. In January 2023, he says that I am going to stop everything in Bihar because of land compensation in Buxar. In November 2022, he holds another Mahapanchayat, and then immediately from there, he says, I am going to block the city and I'm going to block the national capital. This time people say, what? This time he says, now I found the wrestlers protest. Then after wrestlers protest was called off, 5 days later he appears and he says, now I'm going to block the country because sunflower farmers, a few thousand sunflower farmers want a little bit more money. Don't encourage this kind of governance. This is chaos. It may be politically convenient, but what I'm saying is fundamentally dangerous. To arm twist the whole country like this. This is arm twisting, Pankaj. This is arm twisting of the worst kind.
This is also very dangerous. This is also very dangerous. This is also very dangerous that you call it another round of political blackmail, another round of rioting, another round of Shaheen Bagh, Tikait School of Governance. You know, some people are so obsessed with conspiracy theories that they want people to organize counter protests to stop the protests.
People are already,
prejudice,
today my subject is
abuse,
trending, there will be counter protests. People are not going to take this lying down. The law-abiding citizens of this country have a right to protest against this anarchy too.
Mr. Goswami, what can you do about this thoughtlessness?
The thoughtlessness is what is going on.
The craziness, if you say
the craziness is what you're encouraging.
Such insensitivity.
The insensitivity is what you're doing.
Of every
suppose one were to say that in Karnataka we have failed to. Suppose somebody says, Pankaj, allow me, for I must take you on this now. Enough. Pankaj, listen to me. Pankaj, listen to me. Pankaj, listen to me. Listen to me, Pankaj.
Please remove Article 19.
Listen to me,
Pankaj.
For God's sake, listen to me, Pankaj. For a moment, please. And I say tonight, Lokesh is Google searching. The problem with Lokesh is he has outsourced his entire brain to ChatGPT. That's what he's doing all the time, so I forgive him tonight. This is ChatGPT intelligence tonight. I'm telling you, they say artificial intelligence will be more intelligent than humans. It already is in Lokesh's case. I dread the day Robert Vadra becomes foreign minister. Anyway, listen, my point is, Lokesh, on a serious note, if today in Karnataka everybody comes on the streets and says you have not fulfilled all the promises and all the freebies that you promised during the election, we will block all the roads. No more governance. Will Lokesh then sit Sushil and say, well done, right to protest, block the roads, let people not go anywhere, let life come to a standstill for we have not delivered our freebies. Will DK Shivakumar allow that, Sushil?
Because the Karnataka
will DK, no.
First of all, Arnab,
will DK allow it?
Arnab,
will DK allow it? Should I open the courts
tonight?
tonight?
Having a gala time, as Congress has been delivering on every promise that it has made. Now the girls, the women, they are traveling for free in Karnataka.
They have different standards for different situations, for different people.
Power
This is political expedience.
No,
Congress has fooled people of Karnataka.
In Congress
is insulting people of
Karnataka. The issue does not lead to people coming on the street.
Please don't encourage people to come on the streets all the time.
Masquerading people of Karnataka. Humanitarian view.
And Arnab, that's the job of the government to prevent.
No, this is very dangerous. I just want
built up to the next general election.
Arnab, I want to come
okay, so we are. Should I open lines?
In Congress regime, the farmers are not put to distress that they will come on the street.
Lokesh, I want.
It is only in the time period of BJP that we see that the farmers, they undergo such a distress and such a helpless condition that they are forced to come to street and protest. Please understand, sir, have a human heart.
Ankit, you're on. Ankit is on. Ankit, are you on? Ankit, can you hear me? Ankit, 1 second. Our caller Ankit from New Delhi is on. Ankit, are you there? Are you there, Ankit?
Yes,
are you there, Ankit? So Ankit,
yes,
as you can see, Ankit, as you can see, one of my panelists from the Congress is saying that I feel very strongly about this particular issue. You be witness, Ankit. I'll ask him a question. Ankit, without looking at your phone and without Google searching, could you please tell me what did the centre announce in terms of MSP for all mandated Kharif crops? From what percentage to what percentage was it increased?
It was increased.
No, I mean, I'm asking Ankit, I'm asking Lokesh. Ankit, I'm asking Lokesh.
Oh.
What was it increased from?
Okay, so you get the reply over here. First of all, Arnab, there is a El Nino season over here. We are expecting a delayed monsoons. And so whatever percentage of increase the government has promised, it is not adequate.
What is the percentage?
To the impact that the food
what is the percentage?
Kharif crop is going to
what
have.
Is the percentage?
You are talking about urad, moong, as well as
what is the percentage?
What has been offered by the MSP?
What is the percentage? Answer the question. Don't give me a generic reply.
Experiencing
what is the percentage? What is the percentage increase? 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 You don't know. He doesn't know. GVL, he doesn't know. He doesn't know the MSP increase. He doesn't know the MSP increase. Ankit, are you watching this? He doesn't know the issue and he says block the roads.
The government has.
He doesn't know the number, but he's saying block the roads.
The paddy's price is
it's not just an increase, Arnab. They have never delivered on actual MSP.
What is happening?
Ankit, are you there? Ankit, I've just proven that the Congress speaker on the program does not even know that the centre has increased the MSP from 5% to over 10% in MSP, doubled the MSP percentage for all mandated Kharif crops in 23-24. He doesn't know the number and he says block the roads, Ankit. Ankit, over to you.
No, Arnab, it's not just...
I'm getting Ankit on. Ankit loud. Ankit.
Why is asking for roads to be blocked? Because former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi said that a lot of money is being something that doesn't even reach the people. So that's why he'll feel to block the road. Secondly, again to Lokesh, that 19(1)(b) is subject to law and order, and every constitutional right is subject to law and order. Number 3, sir, this is not a normal protest that is only for crops. Demand number 1, release Chandoni, Gurram Singh Chandoni. And right now when we are calling upon Canada to go ahead and condemn and also take actions against the Khalistani activists, this comes over of a sudden. So this is not a protest for farmers or anything like that. This is really very fishy circumstances.
Lokesh, I hear that. Lokesh,
sir, you have to publicly apologize over here. You cannot call all farmers Khalistanis. I mean, this is unacceptable.
Well,
please apologize on the national television over here.
Lokesh,
he did not call all farmers Khalistanis. Ankit, ignore him. He's trying to put words in your mouth as usual. Okay.
Well, I can argue him for hours.
Okay. We have a counter coming in from Vivek Dixit. Vivek, before our next caller, Vijay from Bengaluru will be on, and Vivek wants to make a point. Vivek. Vivek.
Arnab, I just want to ask them that what kind of example are they setting? Is this the way? The real issue is blocking of the road. Protest. Nobody is snatching away the right of protest from them. The real issue is, why do you block the roads? What is the point you are trying to make? That is the crux of the issue. And these people are totally unprepared. They don't know about the constitution. They don't know about their numbers, and they come here and do the debate.
Arnab, can I come in?
Sir, you please enlighten us.
Akshay is on the debate. Thank you. Akshay and Pankaj.
Please tell us which
Akshay,
can you tell your viewers what is it that the sunflower farmers are asking for?
Which judgment stated that a highway cannot be a
the government has done so much for Kharif crops. So what is the farmers' demand? Let the viewers know.
I'll tell you exactly. If you can I come in here? Can I come in here? Okay. Now the farmers are asking, Akshay, for a state procurement of rupees 6,400 per quintal. Okay, the government is procuring at a rate that is about 1,000 rupees less than that. Okay, now in the meantime, allow me. Please understand one thing, Akshay. The narrative of injustice by the centre is misplaced because, and you'll tell me, no, Arnab, you're supporting the centre. I'll tell you why. It is wrong because, and Sushil, please come in on this. Centre has announced MSP for 22 or 23 crops, including 14 Kharif crops. Now, please understand, it is left to the states to decide. It is left to the states to decide which crops will be procured at what MSP. You are trying to whip up sentiments over a non-issue and create chaos in this country.
Don't shout. Haryana government is run by the BJP. The centre is run by the BJP. All the farmers are saying is, you have promised 6,400 rupees per quintal MSP. You give us that. Instead, they are giving 1,000 rupees, which is 1/6 of the amount promised to the farmers. How should they not protest? Where should they go? They don't have a Republic channel for airing their views. They have to make some effort to make their voices heard. Arnab Goswami doesn't fight.
Okay, now tell me one thing. Tell me I don't mean to
share one fact with you and the
Sushil.
Sushil. Arnab, earlier in the program, the Congress spokesperson was very rich, quoting article and subsection of our constitution, asking about the right to protest. Will he be willing to condemn killing of 24 farmers in police firing in 1998 on 12th of January? just because they were protesting against lack of any compensation for their crops.
Can I comment?
Will you condemn the government?
I condemn that.
Government of the day
Yes, I condemn that.
Chief
Now will you give
Minister
MSP to
in
the
Madhya
farmers?
Pradesh.
Now tell me one thing. I condemn that. Now will you give the MSP to the farmers? Now tell me.
The point
will
is,
you support the farmers now?
do not
I
stand
condemn that.
with your
now will you
own
support the
principle
farmers?
of protest.
Will you support
have
the
killed
farmers? Now?
You have
Will you
massacred
support the
farmers for
now?
protesting.
Will
and
you
today you
support
are
the
upholding
farmers
their
now?
right to
Here
protest.
You are. This is your hypocrisy.
You have
sir.
massacred farmers
I condemn that
protesting.
incident. But now will you
massacred
move
farmers
the party
protesting in
across
Mumbai.
your ideological
12th of
barrier
January
and sympathize with the cause of the farmers.
I just want to, GVL wants to make a point in. GVL wants to make a point in. I'll come back. GVL.
Arnab, you see, some statements have been made which are complete nonsense. I think farmers have not been paid 1,000 out of 6,400 MSP. This is not a crop that the government is procuring. The market price, let me take 30 seconds. The market price is no lower than the declared MSP. Therefore, Modi government, Pradhan Mantri Modi ji has started a scheme called Bhavantar Yojana, where the market price at which farmers sell is less than the declared MSP. Farmers can get the balance amount by the state government making such a provision. Here, state government has given an interim relief of 1,000 rupees, and it's saying
1,000 rupees per quintal. Please clarify. 1,000 rupees per quintal for the sun. 1 minute. I need to clarify. Just one point. Because no. GVL.
Because Haryana government is paying, farmers from Rajasthan are coming to Haryana to get that price. Haryana government is not duty bound to pay farmers in Rajasthan.
That's the point. I mean, we'll have chaos in this country. Akshay, tell me. 1 minute. Please be quiet now for a minute, Lokesh. Please be quiet now. I want to be very reasonable here. Saurabh is on the debate. See, please, Akshay, you run a state government in Punjab. You can pay the difference in MSP for farmers from Punjab. You are not duty bound. You are not duty bound.
Haryana government pay for farmers in Rajasthan.
1 minute. I'm asking him, GVL, that like you say, I'm not duty bound to pay farmers from Rajasthan. Haryana government is not duty bound. Similarly, and by the way, under the price difference payment scheme, which is called the Bhavantar Bharpai Yojana, the Haryana government is giving 1,000 per quintal as part-time support, interim support for the crop that is sold below MSP. You will do the same if required for Punjab farmers. You are not obliged to do it for farmers from UP. You are not obliged to do it from farmers from Rajasthan. My point is, Akshay, you are running a state government. Can we create complete chaos? Can we create complete mayhem? Can you be blackmailed tomorrow in Punjab using the same methods?
Arnab, I have heard your question. We heard from Mr. Narasimha Rao that 6,400 rupees is the MSP and the interim support is of 1,000 rupees.
Whatever be, stop blocking the highway, man. I'm saying you will keep doing this debate. Tomorrow, onion farmers, sugarcane farmers will all block highways for different reasons. Saurabh, make it a larger point, please.
I'll tell you what. My friend, can you allow me a minute? Allow me a minute. We are missing the wider point here. The wider point is today it is this issue, tomorrow there will be some other issue. We have to realize that you can't be resorting to blocking the highways. There are other ways to protest. There are protest sites which can be planned. In fact, the government, I would say, no country allows protesters to converge on the highways and blockade. No democracy.
I'm saying right now, 1 minute. I'm saying right now, Akshay, 1 minute. Akshay, understand this. Akshay, stop this. We don't want so much chaos. Please understand. And I'm going to take my next caller in a minute, but I want to just read out a few tweets. This is complete madness. What are you guys doing? I mean, we're actually thinking that we're going to encourage this. Did we not see what happened during Shaheen Bagh? During Shaheen Bagh, 56 people died in the Northeast Delhi riots. This is exactly what happened then, the farm laws narrative. It led to a siege in the Red Fort. The narrative on Agnipath led in violence, vandalism. The hijab row led to Harsha's murder. I'm saying, are we going to allow this tonight? And Vijay is speaking to us from Bengaluru while I pull out a few tweets tonight. Vijay, what do you think? Vijay.
Yeah, good evening, Arnab. After
good evening.
Very long time, you opened up your
yes, after long.
Opened it up for comments from the viewers.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from Bangalore.
Yeah.
There are 2 or 3 quick points I want to make.
Yeah.
The first and foremost point is it a bigger conspiracy that the Prime Minister is going on a visit to USA, where he's going to address both the houses there in USA? Is it again a sort of a way to tarnish the image of the country? That's what Congress and others, what the losers are planning to do. That is point number 1. Second point is, every time you want to buckle down the government, you start blocking the highways. There are various sections in the government, railway employees, bankers, central government employees, ex-servicemen, they all make demands. Does it mean tomorrow the government doesn't meet the demand, you start blocking the railway lines, you start blocking the national highways? This is a question of total blackmail. The Congress spokesman sitting there who doesn't know head and tail every day comes up and makes arguments which are all fallacious. This gentleman should know. For example, in Karnataka, where I am speaking from, the state government announced concession for electricity for the people who are below a particular line. It is totally fine. Now, when we all get the electricity bills this month, the electricity bills for the month of May have been hiked. Not only that, the electricity bills for the month of April also have been changed, and all the people staying in Karnataka have to pay with retrospective effect. Does it mean that all the people living in Karnataka should hit the roads and tell the government we will not pay the electricity charges?
That's exactly what I asked him, Vijay. That's exactly what I asked him, Vijay.
Movement.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I asked him.
Talk about, just 1 more minute, that's all, Arnab. All this talk of difference in cost, all this is bunkum. They want to bring down the image of the country. They want to blackmail the government. That is the bottom line. I feel the government should not buckle in and take a very strong action.
I think, Vijay, I think the government should not give in to blackmail. It should do what is necessary, and if required, arrest Rakesh Tiket. I want to tell you that Shruti Karia says, who gave these pseudos the authority to block our highways? We pay our hard-earned money in the form of taxes not to see this political drama. Sumita Biswas says, once again an attempt to create anarchy and disrupt the lives of the common man. Amit Gadgil says the Ticket Brigade should not forget. In this Motorola moment, she is saying the Ticket government should not forget that this government has come to power because majority of the citizens believed in their manifesto and voted for them. And ladies and gentlemen, Parshuram says, who is Ticket? Put him behind bars, please. I agree with you on that. Completely agree with you. Nobody's supporting you. I mean, you see here, Pankaj, nobody's for this.
Arnab, you wrote 3 tweets. How is that relevant? How is that
you do a search under the hashtag and find any positive tweets for me.
How many people use Twitter in India? How many people use Twitter in India?
You ask Rahul Gandhi that because he can win elections only on Twitter.
Rahul Gandhi's
everybody
party.
eats roti. Everybody eats food grains.
You are saying just
the point is you can't have a. I'll tell you one thing. Please protest. Please support the farmers. Please protest. Please support the farmers. Please do that. But please, for God's sake, please don't start this terrible drama of blocking the highways. What have the highways done? What have we done? We don't deserve this, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side tonight, don't let Bengal burn. A big debate on Bengal as it witnesses more cases and more allegations of political violence in the run-up to the make or break Panchayat polls next month.
For the last 6 years, Republic TV has been the #1 channel on TV. On television, day after day, night after night, you, the viewer, have been coming back to us for our investigative reports, our reportage from different parts of the country and the world, our opinions on TV that make us #1. And through our struggles and through everything that we've done to be the #1 channel on TV, it's now time for digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on TV for the last 6 years. In these 6 years, you've given us all your love that has only propelled us to grow more. We've reported in the most challenging circumstances from the most remote locations. And now it's time for digital. Republic on digital this July.
#1 on TV, now soon on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Ever since we launched in 2017, we've been India's #1 news channel, and then we became India's #1 news network. Today we operate the #1 channels in English, in Hindi and in Bangla, and we're going to expand across India and hopefully very soon to the entire world. Now this journey cannot be complete without us entering the digital news medium in a stronger, effective and well-planned way. And I'm delighted to share with you, with all of you, our support base, our viewers, our followers and people who are really part of Republic, that yes, Republic, India's #1 on television, is now coming on digital. This July, Republic will be on digital.
Republic TV has been #1 for the last 6 years. We've reported some of the biggest stories, stories that matter. We have changed the face of Indian television journalism, and now we are about to do the same on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on television, now soon on digital this July. For 6 years, you've trusted Republic TV with breaking news, views and debates. For the very first time, we're bringing #1 news brand on digital. Stay tuned for Republic Digital this July. Republic TV, #1 on television, soon on digital this July.
Republic TV, #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We have broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. Republic has disrupted the broadcast news industry, and now Republic comes on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We broke.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand. Multiple clashes, violence and a mega face-off. Bengal witnesses a big fight ahead of Panchayat polls. BJP is hitting out. TMC trying to downplay. Biggest debate at 10 p.m.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the last 6 years, and in these 6 years you've loved us, you've supported us, you've stood by us, and we at Republic have broken the biggest news stories. We've set the nation's news agenda, and now we are ready for the big disruption on digital. Yes, so that you don't miss a moment of what's going on in the country and around the world. Republic on digital this July. Republic is #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic TV has been #1 on television for the past 6 years. We broke the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered. We disrupted broadcast news television in India, and now we are all set to go digital. Republic on digital this July.
6 years, Republic TV has been the #1 channel on TV. On television, day after day, night after night, you, the viewer, have been coming back to us for our investigative reports, our reportage from different parts of the country and the world, our opinions on TV that make us #1. And through our struggles and through everything that we've done to be the #1 channel on TV, it's now time for digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 on TV for the last 6 years. In these 6 years, you've given us all your love that has only propelled us to grow more. We've reported in the most challenging circumstances from the most remote locations. And now it's time for digital. Republic on digital this July.
#1 on TV, now soon on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Ever since we launched in 2017, we've been India's #1 news channel, and then we became India's #1 news network. Today we operate the #1 channels in English, in Hindi and in Bangla, and we're going to expand across India and hopefully very soon to the entire world. Now this journey cannot be complete without us entering the digital news medium in a stronger, effective and well-planned way. And I'm delighted to share with you, with all of you, our support base, our viewers, our followers and people who are really part of Republic, that yes, Republic, India's #1 on television, is now coming on digital. This July, Republic will be on digital.
Republic TV has been #1 for the last 6 years. We've reported some of the biggest stories, stories that matter. We have changed the face of Indian television journalism, and now we are about to do the same on digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic #1 on television, now soon on digital this July. For 6 years, you've trusted Republic TV with breaking news, views and debates. For the very first time, we're bringing #1 news brand on digital. Stay tuned for Republic Digital this July. Republic TV, #1 on television soon.
I was delighted to learn that Republic TV is going digital this July. They have made nationalism and patriotism so very popular with the people of India. But I'm sure in the times to come, they will also transform the narrative at the regional and the global level. I wish Republic TV all the very best. Jai Hind!
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We've broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India. And now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic TV, since its launch in 2017, has redefined journalism in India. Whether it was the English channel, whether it was the Hindi channel, whether it was the Bengali channel. I am extremely excited that Republic TV is now venturing into the digital media space and going to take India and the world by storm this July.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University and Kitply, co-powered by IIHM.
Welcome back, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. Now, how much violence is enough violence for the Trinamool Congress? The Trinamool Congress rules Bengal. The home portfolio is with Mamata Banerjee. And according to all of our Mamata Banerjee's different deputies, there isn't enough violence in Bengal. In fact, they say if a few people die, it isn't major violence. Recently, there have been not one, not two, but 6 very recent incidents of violence. But Trinamool MP Saugata Roy says, and I quote, one person has died recently, but that does not mean that there was any big violence. To which my question is, what is big violence? How many people need to die for this Trinamool Congress leader or the Trinamool Congress to acknowledge that the situation in Bengal is bad? Ladies and gentlemen, a Congress worker was shot dead in Murshidabad district. How many must die for it to be big violence by the definition of the Trinamool Congress? You can do nothing about a party or a ruling government if it has decided to be in denial. And that is the situation of the Trinamool Congress today. It has decided to be in absolute denial. Anybody who asks the Trinamool Congress questions is a terrible and absolute unforgivable enemy. That's how they look at it. There have been clashes in East Bardhaman too. The Rapid Action Force had to be called in. The Trinamool and left workers were coming to blows in East Bardhaman. And all of this happened during nomination filing. In one case, one person was stopped from filing their nominations when Locket Chatterjee of the BJP was accompanying them. But as far as the Trinamool Congress is concerned, this is not big violence. A BJP MLA was beaten up in Shonamukhi. But according to the Trinamool Congress, there isn't enough big violence. There is not enough major violence. The State Election Commission is saying impose Section 144 around nomination centers. There is chaos in Bengal. People are reporting it. Republic Bangla is reporting it. But the Trinamool Congress says, so what and so what if a person has died as well? This is not big violence. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calcutta High Court has suggested postponement of elections and central forces deployment. All that Mamata Banerjee will do and the Trinamool Congress will do is pull out the victim card, but we can see more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, till a few months back, Mamata Banerjee was pitching to be Prime Minister of India. I don't know where that ambition rests today. I don't know if the Trinamool knows either. But the question is, if this is what you do in Bengal, if this is the way you run the state, if this is the law and order situation in Bengal and anyone who questions you is morally and ethically wrong, then what really is your vision for the country, if any? Let's debate.
The nominations for the Bengal Panchayat elections have begun. And with it, the violence.
It's the third day of nomination filing in Bengal, and Bengal right now is seeing unprecedented violence across every district in Bengal. TMC ruling party members, they're entering, they're stopping, they're forcing opposition candidates to not file their nomination. The State Election Commission and its role is under the scanner of opposition leaders, and they're approaching the governor, they're approaching High Court.
On Sunday, there were clashes near the temple of the Mathua community in Thakur Nagar.
बंगाल का हालत जंगल राज से भी खराब है. यहाँ सेंट्रल फोर्स का जरूरत है और डेमोक्रेसी रिस्टोर करने के लिए गांव का पंचायत, गांव का सरकार होता है.
The BJP claims all is not well. The opposition says Bengal is burning.
उस बंगाल में जहां ममता दीदी की सरकार हो, वो बंगाल चल रहा है. साथ ही चल रही है बंगाल की अस्मिता, बंगाल की पहचान, बंगाल की शान, बंगाल का नाम. और जलाने का काम कर रहा है ममता दीदी और उनके वहां के लोग।
But to the Trinamool Congress, all of this is no big deal.
This violence is being overplayed by the media. So far, one person only has died, and few cases of clashes have taken place. It's not large-scale violence as is being made out. That's not right.
Who is responsible for this violence? Let's debate.
Shantanu Sen, a member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha of the Trinamool Congress. Dr. Sen, can you please explain to Shishir Bajoria of the BJP, Jaideep Majumdar, who's Associate Editor of Swarajya, and Monojit Mandal and myself, what do you mean when you say only one person has died? Only one person has died. This is not big violence. Some clashes, one person has died. Media is making a big deal of it. I want to know what is the number of people who need to die for the Trinamool Congress and its spokespersons to acknowledge that the situation is serious.
Arnab, first of all, I must say, like, if you see the entire movie wearing the spectacle of one particular political party, then it seems to be as you are saying. But if you remove the spectacle and if you wear your own spectacle and see the entire picture neutrally, then you can assess.
So my question is very neutrally to you. You said, and please, I would tell you one thing, Dr. Sen. I did not make a reference to your eyesight. I did not ask you whose contact lenses you are wearing. So you don't make a personal comment on me. My question to you is this. My question to you is this. You don't like my question. You can say I don't like your question. But don't make a personal comment.
I am not a deaf person. See, I am not a deaf person. I can hear your question.
Then answer my question, please.
I am answering your question. Of course, I am wearing the spectacle of Trinamool Congress. But being a moderator of a debate, you should wear a neutral spectacle.
No, I am very neutral on this. Your spokesperson has said one person has died. It's not big violence. Please explain the comment.
I am explaining the comment. Let me have the opportunity. Don't interfere in between.
I am asking you a third time. Please speak. Answer the question.
So don't you think I am speaking, but you are interrupting?
No, so far you were not coming to the point, but please answer it now.
I am coming to the point. Had you been in the state of Bengal, you could have seen the Panchayat election of 2003. You could have seen the Panchayat election of 2008. If you compare the Panchayat election that is taking place in 2023 with the Panchayat election of 2003 or Panchayat election 2008, then you must not have made this comment that there is extreme violence that is taking place in our state of West Bengal. Number one. Number two, the oppositions who know it very well, that they are not in a position to file up nomination in each and every candidate for each and every candidature. They are creating a scene. They are running away from the mainstream politics. They are creating a scene and they are to hide their individual lacuna or political lacunae. Our party has categorically said that we are ready for free and fair Panchayat election, and if the opposition political parties, if they find their own candidates who are facing some problem in filing up nomination, we are ready to extend our all political supports so that they can file up their nomination. You just cannot cite one single example of any other BJP ruled state. You must recall in Tripura, 86 to 90% Panchayat seats were owned uncontested by the ruling party. Have you ever seen any political leader of the ruling party of those BJP ruled states who is coming out and saying, yes, we are here for the free and fair Panchayat election?
I'll tell you what happens now. Now I'll tell you the way I look at it. The way I look at it, though Shishir will respond to you, I'll make a small observation. You know, don't tell me about if you had been in Bengal. I travel to Bengal often. We run the most popular news channel in Bengal. We have the maximum number of journalists in Bengal. We are reporting from across Bengal. Okay. And I have seen Mamata Banerjee complaining about violence under the left earlier. She used to be the number one person complaining about that. Now, Now, you came to power in 2011. Do you know 11 people died after the 2021 result? Do you think I've forgotten that? Do you know that 13 people died during the... Allow me to complete now. Allow me to complete now, sir. Please, I heard you. 13 people died during the Panchayat elections of May 2018. 16 people died during the 2014 general elections. You were in power in the state. There was violence in the Panchayat elections in 2013 too. 2 Congress workers and 1 CPM worker were killed during the Panchayat polls in 2013. So, you know, please don't think I'm not aware of the facts, but Shishir will respond. Shishir, what he's saying is you're complaining too much and making too much of a big deal of it.
Arnab, very clearly, they work on the motto which says, I must win this, even if it costs me your life. That is why you have a Trinamool Neta. At least he was honest enough to admit that we killed him. He didn't dispute that. But 1 is nothing. See, today we are on day 3 of nomination. Day 1, 1 dead. Day 2, a revolver caught. And by the way, you know what the cop says when the Trinamool Neta is caught, who's saying, don't catch me, I'm a Trinamool leader. He's saying, run. Why don't you run? He was still caught. The police did not ask for his remand. He's not in police custody, he's in judicial custody. So much for the policing. Day 3, a candidate kidnapped today. Candidate kidnapped. And by the way, what my friend, the Member of Parliament says, that we will give political support. You know what the Chief Secretary of the State did? He launches a program in violation of the MCC, a program which says, directly speak to the Chief Minister, Sorashori Mukhyamantri. And you know what number the government gives? The number which lands in Trinamool office for Didi Ke Bolo program, 91370, 91370. Can there be something more ridiculous, Dada? And you talk about giving political support. We do not need your political support.
No,
By the way, we will fight you and we will fight you and we will file the nomination. Dada, you know you are on the losing track. That is why all this problem. And you have brought in an election commissioner on the 7th afternoon. 8th morning he joins. By 8th evening, he declares the election. 9th, the notification.
Appointment. What are you complaining about? You have cleared his appointment.
No.
The governor has cleared his appointment.
The governor
is a central appointee.
The governor does on the 8th.
Governor is a central appointee. Okay, if you have such a problem, if you have such a problem, then deploy central forces.
But that's what we have asked.
Ask means what? Why don't you? You're saying that the Home Minister is not listening to you.
No, we cannot deploy central forces. Law and order is a state subject. Without the High Court permission, we can't do it. So, very clearly, I don't think the governor knew that this man will become an overnight pundit, and 9th morning, he declares the notification and starts the nomination filing.
Is this a fixed match? And is a fixed match between the BJP and the Trinamool? You let the person get appointed. He announces the elections. You okay his appointment. You okay his appointment. You say it will be held under state government, state police. You say it will be held under state police. And now you're protesting as well. So it seems to me a fixed match.
Our petition is very clear. We have asked for central force. According to us, the election cannot be held under state police.
If you have asked for central forces, what has the centre said?
No, we have to go through the High Court. We cannot.
Now you will go through the. No, it's not adding up to me. If you're really sincere about it, how come your central party leadership is not making a big deal? Except Anurag Thakur, I don't see your central party leadership make a big deal of this issue.
Break the division of power, and they cannot
division of power.
The High Court order. The law and order is a state subject, Arnab. How can the centre send forces?
Wow, I mean, you are very considerate today. Is it that the Bengal BJP unit has been left to fend for itself, sir?
No, sir.
That's what I'm getting at.
No. Well, let me tell you very clearly, Trinamool knows where they stand, and that is why they are doing this. As far as central forces is concerned,
Monojit,
the centre cannot deploy central forces without this High Court's concurrence.
Why are you smiling, Monojit? What's funny?
A person who instigates people openly to shoot Golimaro Shaloko is lecturing about violence. Shame on BJP. A party which harbors a terrorist in the parliament who calls Mahatma Gandhi's killer a martyr, talks about violence. Shame on BJP. A party whose 33% of the MPs have heinous criminal records talk about violence. Look at what you are doing in Maharashtra. Till few days back in Bangalore, Karnataka,
you are rattled,
and you are talking about violence.
You are rattled
I tell
because
you one thing,
you are rattled because Abhishek Banerjee was waved off with black flags during his visit to Thakurnagar in North 24 Pargana. He faced black flags, so you are rattled.
Abhishek was stopped by another goon in the name of a minister, Shantanu Thakur, with the aid of CISF and CRP.
You are rattled because you lost Shagordigi sometime back.
The same central forces killed 4 persons on 10th of April 2021 when elections were being held under the Central Election Commission. What are you talking about? We divided on a TV channel.
What is all this? What am I seeing here? 1 minute. What are these pictures? What are these pictures on the screen? What are these pictures of the screen? Am I making them up?
These pictures are stage managed.
Are they stage managed pictures?
Yes. BJP is creating violence. Look
are
at
these pictures? Put them full frame on the screen, please, tonight.
The people who are vandalizing.
Jaideep Majumdar. He says all the pictures are staged. Nothing is happening in Bengal.
In the name of the CPIM, and you are lecturing about the killing, which is so unfortunate, has got nothing to do with political violence.
You guys left and 1 minute. You are saying, okay, Jaideep, he says everything is staged.
Nothing to do with poll violence.
He's saying everything is staged.
Till date, Arnab, the opposition parties have filed maximum number of nominations in Bengal. Till date, they have filed the maximum number of nominations without any hindrance.
Is it your favor?
They are creating dramas.
Are you doing a favor? What do you mean file nominations? With your permission?
I am stating the facts. Stating the facts is doing a favor, Mr. Goswami.
So how many people filed nominations last time? If that is the case,
facts to counter your false narrative. I am stating the facts to counter your and BJP's false narrative.
Jaideep is on the debate.
There is violence. The violence is being created, instigated by BJP.
Violence is not created. These people are holding Trinamool flags.
Shantika Banerjee was attacked in Bakura. Abhishek Banerjee was attacked in Motua temple. He was not allowed to enter the temple. Look at the level of instigation and look at the sagacity of the part of Abhishek Banerjee. He did not even lose his
Shantanu is countering.
What are you talking about?
Jaideep Majumdar, Jaideep.
Yeah, see, this is nothing new for the Trinamool at all. In 2000, they talk about 2003, 2008. What the Trinamool is saying today, that there's not much of violence, this is all stage managed, etc., is exactly what the CPM used to say in the past. So this is nothing new. As far as the Trinamool is concerned, the ends justify the means. They have to win at all costs by all means. And it is not just in Bengal, Arnab. Let me tell you one thing. Let me remind you that the Trinamool exports violence to any state that it contests in. Take the example of Meghalaya. I grew up in Shillong. I know Meghalaya. We have never had any violence in elections. This time there was violence in the Garo Hills because of the Trinamool. Look at the level of discourse in Assam, where the Trinamool, how the Trinamool, so-called leaders of the Trinamool, what the language they speak in, the horrible, ugly language that they speak in Assam, in Goa, in other places. It's the DNA, violence and ugly language is in the DNA of the.
I want to rebut.
No, one second. If that is the case, if that is the case, then who attacked Shayantika Banerjee's convoy today in Bakura?
It's BJP.
No. I'm asking Shishir that question. If I'm asking Shishir that question, who attacked the West Bengal minister Hansta's vehicle in Jharkhand?
Who attacked Abhishek Banerjee yesterday? Who? Shantanu Thakur. It's there.
Abhishek
Banerjee attacked.
Shishir, where was Abhishek Banerjee attacked?
He tried to enter a mandir where the Sanghatipati did not want him. By the way, this mandir, there is a head of the mandir. You do not believe in that? There is a head of the mandir.
Did you not shut the door of a mandir? Did you need to shut the door of a temple?
Do you not believe in that?
Stop Abhishek.
Arey Babu, Manojit Babu, your problem is Manojit Babu, you are the champion in blabbering. That is why you go all around. Come to the point. Who is Shantanu Thakur? Is he not the Shangadipati? Who decides? Abhishek Banerjee? Who decides about the mandir?
Shantanu, Shishir and Shantanu. Shishir and Shantanu. Shantanu Sen and Shishir Bajoria, 1 versus 1. Shantanu Sen.
Mathura community like this.
If the community does not want your leader to be there, he can't force his way, no, Shantanu?
Who says this?
If the community and the community's leaders don't want the presence of your leader, you can't force your way.
Being a central minister, he has used the central forces and he has insulted the entire Mathura community. Each and every development of Mathura community has been done by only and only Mamata Banerjee.
Okay. But tell me one thing. I'm curious to ask one question. And this question is to you, Shantanu. Shantanu, tell me one point. Shantanu Sen, Dr. Shantanu Sen, 1 minute. Now, is it true, and on this you must be very factual with me, that out of 179 OBC communities, 118 statuses of an OBC community have been given to a minority religion, namely Muslims? Population, at least technically, of Muslims in Bengal is below 30%. Then how is 66%, 2/3 of all OBC community statuses given to the Muslim community? Less than 30% of the population, but more than 2/3, more than 66% of OBC community status. Why, Dr. Shantanu Sen, is there no principle of parity? Is this not appeasement?
Arnab, it doesn't suit you. You are here as an anchor. Don't play
Don't remind me about your anchor. Why don't you answer the question? What suits me? What doesn't suit me? What should not suit me? I am asking you. No.
Mamata Banerjee does for each and every religion, each and every caste, each
that
and
is
every
all right. Answer my question.
Being a moderator, don't try to
answer
play
my question. Answer my question. Jaideep is also on the debate. Answer the question.
I am not here to satisfy you.
No, but answer the question, Shantanu.
I am not here to satisfy you.
Answer the question.
You cannot play divisive politics.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
He is also playing divisive politics.
Answer the question.
I have answered your question, but I am not here to satisfy you.
No, you don't have to satisfy me, but tell me, yes, we have given. You can say yes or no. Dr. Sen, the question I'll repeat for you. I'll repeat the question for you.
You cannot overpower me like this.
No, I am overpowering you, maybe with reason,
you
but
cannot overpower me like this.
My question is
my
this.
My answer to your question, number one, Mamata Banerjee does development for each and every section of the society, and my answer to your question, number two, is don't play divisive politics based on religion.
1 second, it's a very straight question. Jaideep has published the same story. Jaideep has said here today that, and please don't threaten me, Jaideep has also published a story in his magazine. It's been published everywhere, where the National Commission for Backward Classes has claimed that the Trinamool Congress has given more than 2/3 of all statuses out of OBCs to the Muslim community, and they have said that this is appeasement politics. I'm asking for your response. Is this true? Has the West Bengal government done that? You can say yes or no.
Again, my answer remains same. Don't play divisive politics based on religion being an anchor of a debate.
No, but is it yes or no?
Mr. Sen, say no. Mr. Sen, say no. If you have the guts, say no.
It is the Trinamool which
you can't
plays
dispute because it's the truth.
There is no division
because it's the truth.
It is the card that is being played by BJP, and unfortunately the same card is being played by you.
No, I'm asking you whether it is true or false. I'm not adding a value judgment to it.
The card of divisive politics.
But is it true or false?
BJP every now and then.
What is being said, is it true or false?
Is very unfortunate.
Is it true or false?
It's 100% true. It's there in black and white. These figures are provided by the state administration to the National Commission for Backward Classes. There is no debate. There cannot be any debate on that. It's completely true. And look, one more thing. Look at the diabolic game plan out here. Category A of the OBC list gives more reservation, more benefits, whichever communities are there. Now in category A, which has 81 listed groups, 73 are Muslims and only 8 are Hindu groups. That means They want this particular community to get a major share
I'll let
of the
Dr. Sen
entire
answer that.
of the
Dr. Sen,
reservation.
Dr. Sen, one minute, Monojit, I'm coming to Dr. Sen. Dr. Sen, the point being made by Jaideep Majumdar, a senior journalist from Swarajya, is that it is true, he says, that more than 2/3 of the statuses of OBC have been given to a minority religion. Now, is this true or false? And your response to the charge that this is appeasement politics ahead of the elections?
Once again, I repeat, we do not believe in any appeasement politics. We do development for each and every section of the society, and according to the population proportion, we do this type of activities. Mamata Banerjee never plays such type of divisive politics card as you do and as BJP does. This is once again my reply remains same, that Trinamool Congress government in our state of West Bengal does development for each and every section of the society, irrespective of any caste, creed, religion. The playing card of divisive politics based on religion is the policy of BJP, not of Trinamool Congress.
I will, however,
Permit
call on
me to
all.
ask a question, Arnab.
I will. No, I'm running short of time. I will take that as the answer. I will call upon everyone, all political parties, for this panchayat election to change what has become, unfortunately, the pattern and have a peaceful run-up to the election. By the way, viewers, I want to say that the matter is still, I'm told, in the Calcutta High Court. And on the exact dates of the election, we should be hearing more tomorrow. So we'll be getting you more details then. Dr. Shantanu Hussain, Monojit, thank you. Shishir Bajoria, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And finally, some people have suddenly raked up Aurangzeb. It's been going on and on. They want to use him as political capital. They want to celebrate him. Some want to memorialize him. But the fact remains, he was a bigot, a despot, a tyrant. So those hailing him must #get over Aurangzeb. Let's debate.
Aurangzeb was a tyrant and a bigot. But some are determined to repeatedly rake him up.
अगर कोई औरंगजेब की फोटो उठाया तो मुझसे किसी मीडिया के लोगों ने पूछा कि इस पर तबसरा करिए। मैं बिल्कुल तबसरा करने तैयार हूं, मगर आप इसको ऑथेंटिकेट कर दो कि ये औरंगजेब की फोटो है। औरंगजेब को मर के 300 साल हो गए, मगर आप ये बताओ कि अगर आपका मुकाबला ये होगा कि मोदी से बड़ा हिंदुत्व आइडियोलॉजी का लीडर मैं हूं, तो फिर लोग जाहिर है ओरिजिनल को पसंद करते, क्लोन को पसंद नहीं करते। बल्कि उनको क्लोन भी नहीं कहना चाहिए, उनको क्लाउन कहना चाहिए।
There is an attempt to revive Aurangzeb in Indian discourse.
गोडसे जैसा व्यक्ति अगर भारत माँ का बेटा होने का कोई दावा कर रहे हैं, तो चंबल के डकैत भी भारत माँ का बेटा, वीरप्पन भी, दाऊद भी, और साथ ही साथ विजय माल्या जैसा आर्थिक अपराधी भी। ये तो भारत माँ के कलंक हैं। अकबर, औरंगजेब और शाहजहां तो इसी मिट्टी में पैदा हुए। अगर इन तथ्यों की जानकारी भाजपा को नहीं है, तो इसका मतलब कि इतिहास को पढ़ना चाहिए, इतिहास को गढ़ने का कोई प्रयास पर तुषारापात होगा।
After Kolhapur and Waschim, now other arrest has been made in Navi Mumbai over Aurangzeb on social media.
देखिए, इस प्रकार के वक्तव्य जो ओबीसी जी देते हैं, आखिर औरंगजेब से क्या संबंध है उनका? जो हमारी संस्कृति हमारे विचारों के विरोध में है, हम उसको सम्मान कैसे देंगे? और जो देश का अपमान करेगा, आपके लिए सम्मान्य क्यों हो जाता है वो? आप जैसे लोग क्यों ऐसा एक गुटबाजी कर ऐसा एक वातावरण बनाकर देश को भ्रमित करने का काम कर रहे हैं? मुझे लगता है ये देश के लिए खतरा है।
What's with the Aurangzeb obsession? Let's debate.
And we have 1 versus 1 right now. We'll be joined by another. Tohin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, is taking on Atikur Rahman, well-known Islamic scholar. Thank you very much. Now tell me, Atikur Rahman and Tohin, let me start with you, Tohin. Owaisi is invoking Aurangzeb in Chicago. It seems he wants an excuse. He says, I'm ready to express my regret only if you authenticate that this is Aurangzeb's photo. He's trying to make it an issue. You know, he could have avoided the Aurangzeb issue. He goes to Chicago and sort of gives it another leash of life. Why?
Arnab, like I mentioned, I'm very surprised how these people find sponsors in Chicago in the name of Aurangzeb. But fact is that the unspeakable monstrosity, the brutality, the savagery that Aurangzeb had unleashed upon vast sections of population in India has still left a scar, a deep scar upon succeeding generations. So everybody who invokes Aurangzeb and tries to create a hero out of him is doing a great disservice to India. The fault lines over here are so clear. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj stands for India. Aurangzeb stands for everything that goes against Indian ethos. So why do we need these Aurangzeb fan clubs? People like Asaduddin Owaisi can do better than this. But the real motive is to create communal tension, to make people remind, there something similar happens in Karnataka, in the Kodagu region. If you go to the Kodagu region and speak to some of the families, they still remember about the atrocities which their previous generations had suffered at the hands of Tipu Sultan. So every time the Congress party, people like Asaduddin Owaisi invoke Tipu Sultan or Aurangzeb, they try to refresh those
I haven't seen the
bones.
Congress actually take on the Aurangzeb fan club. They're sort of staying away from the issue. They haven't taken on the Aurangzeb fan club.
Which is what they do all the time. Because
But they talk about
support.
Godse everywhere, but I haven't seen any Godse rallies. Have you seen any Godse rallies? Rahul Gandhi.
Sir, we have seen the Mandir of Godse.
There
is a Mandir of Godse. Godse has Godse has a space called a Mandir.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing.
You bow down to Godse's Mandir there?
Just 1 minute. I have 1 minute.
Where is the comparison?
Just 1 minute.
Comparison means what?
Where is the comparison?
Giriraj Singh asked the comparison.
No.
He is comparing
Did Godse
Aurangzeb
murder
with
lakhs
Godse.
of people? Did he convert people?
Being an
Did he
Indian
convert people?
is the license to kill, then you will have to grant license to kill to Muhammad Ali Jinnah also.
Watch it. The question is,
Muhammad Ali Jinnah also killed.
Atik, a question to you.
Godse also killed.
Atik, no, 1 second. You see, you are trying to create this equivalence. Your Godse, my Aurangzeb. My Aurangzeb, your Godse. I don't know whether he's your Aurangzeb. It may be. I don't know. But he's not my Godse. 1 minute.
Giriraj Singh, member of parliament, is a Godse.
I ask you this.
He says that he is the son of the soil.
Now listen.
And that's why he gets the license to kill the Mahatma. The father of the nation.
Anybody supported him? We
Who supported him?
disassociate with that statement.
You dissociate. Now tell the Prime Minister to ask for the resignation of Giriraj Singh. Instantly. Or else no arguments.
Unlike some of the other fanatics, you are a sensible man, and I expect you to acknowledge over here that between 1658 to 1707 was the darkest phase in India, where millions of people
you are going to engulf the people of India into this argument? The member of parliament is eulogizing Godse, the killer of the father of the nation. Tell him to resign first. Then we'll argue. Then we'll argue. Then I tell you the atrocities of Aurangzeb. Arnab, I do not regard Aurangzeb.
First of all, I'm sitting right next to you. And I'm speaking like this. Can you hear me, viewers? You can hear me. Why are you shouting, sir? My question is clearly this. And it's a simple point. Rahul Baba goes to Los Angeles or San Francisco, wherever he goes. And he says, we are fighting for Gandhi, they are fighting for Godse. But Rahul Baba does not say anything on Aurangzeb.
Giriraj has proved it.
Giriraj
has proved it.
Now, 1 second. Really, 1 minute. I'll be allowed to complete my point now. Point here is this. Rahul Gandhi should, in my view, make a comment on Aurangzeb. I feel, first of all. And he should say, I am against the Aurangzeb fan club. And the Aurangzeb fan club should all be arrested. Simple statement. Now, Nathuram Godse, who you use as the axiom for everything, as the justification for everything. 1 minute.
We should not.
1 minute.
We are committing a mistake.
Nathuram Godse was the man who unapologetically assassinated Mahatma Gandhi on 30th January 1948. And we all say there can be no justification, no celebration, no glamorization of Godse. We don't support it, we don't endorse it, and it must not be allowed. But where are rallies for Godse being carried out?
Why?
Where are rallies for Godse being carried out? And I'm saying tonight,
out
and
of
I'm
the
saying,
cabinet
and I'm saying to you tonight, look at me here. And I'm saying to you,
Giriraj's resignation is not there to
look here.
don't have right to speak.
Atik, look here at me and answer my question. Be quiet.
The father of the nation
Look here.
was killed by Godse, which is eulogized by a member of parliament.
You got a Godse obsession. You got a Godse
have an
fascination.
obsession with Aurangzeb.
You've got Godse philia. Now listen to me.
You for how
you got
long
Godse
the people
philia.
of India will be engulfed in this controversy of Aurangzeb. He was a despot.
People of India
was he a bigot? Was he a bigot?
He was
a bigot? 1 minute, please.
He was a religious bigot.
Was he a hateful figure?
He was an hateful figure.
Was he a person who persecuted anyone who was not a Muslim? That also a Sunni Muslim. Am I right or am I wrong?
He killed Sufi Sarmas.
So then my question to you is, why outside a Sufi shrine were some people, think about it, outside a Sufi shrine, some people are taking pictures of Aurangzeb. Now I ask you, listen to me, I ask you, are there WhatsApp posts for Godse being put up? If they are, punish them. Where are tributes being paid for a samadhi for Godse? If there are, punish him. When a man was waving posters, listen to me. Where a man was waving posters of Nathuram Godse during a Ram Navami rally, was he booked under the IPC or not? When a man celebrated the birth anniversary of Godse in Mangaluru, was he arrested or not? He was. He was. And you need to know this. My counter to the Sadhvi Pragya point is this, Tohin, that the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, former BJP President Rajnath Singh, one of the senior most BJP leaders, Rajnath Singh, right there in the Lok Sabha had said, Nathuram Godse ko deshbhakt kehne ki baat to dur. कहने की बात तो दूर, नाथुराम गोडसे को देशभक्त कहने की सोच की भी हम विरोध करते हैं.
So
you are lying, manipulating fans, and all you are doing, the only reason you are doing this.
Why is Pragya Singh? What is she doing in the parliament?
The only reason you are doing this one, the only reason you are
behaving like you take all the hate mongers to parliament. And you want us to comment on Aurangzeb.
I feel और अभी भी हमारे साथ मुफ्ती मंजूर जियाई भी आ रहे स्टूडियो में. मुझे लगता है मंजूर जियाई जी कि जो लोग जाकिर नायक और औरंगजेब पे सीधा पोजीशन नहीं लेना चाहते हैं, वही लोग इस इशू पे भी गोडसे को खींच लाते हैं. Mufti Zia, you are here on the debate. I think we need to take a strong point. मुझे नहीं लगता OAC should go to Chicago and sort of build a justification for Aurangzeb indirectly. आपका क्या कहना है?
देखिए, दो बातें बहुत अहम हैं. इसे समझना होगा कि औरंगजेब का फोटो लगाना और औरंगजेब की तारीख बताना. अगर औरंगजेब की तारीख बताएंगे तो वो हिंदुस्तान का बादशाह था, और अगर औरंगजेब जो फोटो लगा रहे हैं वो बहुत गलत काम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के एतबार से अगर वो लगाते हैं तो उसको रोका नहीं जा सकता. लेकिन वो लोग जो डांस करते हैं, नाचते, फिर उसके नाम का वावेला करते हैं, ये बिल्कुल गलत बात है. मैं इसको बिल्कुल तारीफ नहीं करता.
तो आप इनको क्यों नहीं कहते कि उसको डायरेक्टली उस पर जवाब दें?
लेकिन जवाब सभी देंगे, जवाब तो देखना पड़ेगा. मिल्लत इस बात को जानती है, कौम इस बात को भी समझती है कि वो लोग जो फोटो लगा करके नाचते हैं, क्या दरगाह के जुलूस में फोटो पर नाचना ये शरीयत की जायज हो सकता है किसी सूरत से? ना ही मोरल तौर पर, ना ही शरीयत के तौर पर ये जायज नहीं हो सकता.
क्यों किया गया? प्रोवोक तो किया गया ना. प्रोवोकेशन की कोशिश है कि नहीं, मुझे बताइए.
नहीं, प्रोवोकेशन तो अलग मसला है, लेकिन उसमें
अलग मसला नहीं, यही मसला है. मैं कह रहा हूं प्रोवोकेशन ही उनका इरादा था. इसको मानने में क्या आप झिझक क्यों रहे? वाई हेजिटेट? क्या आप इनको बोलिए प्रोवोक किसने किया?
बताइए. अब ये जानना पड़ेगा कि जांच का विषय है, इसे जांच कीजिए. आखिर वो कौन लोग हैं जो इसके पीछे रह करके ऐसे चीजों को मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं? कौन लोग हैं? ये जांच करना ये महाराष्ट्र सरकार के रिस्पांसिबिलिटी है.
मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, जब आप औरंगजेब जैसे दरिंदे को
आपका इंटेलिजेंस क्या कर रही थी?
मैं आपको बता रहा. अब
इंटेलिजेंस क्या कर रही थी?
40,000 जो मंदिर यहाँ पे गिराए गए ना, मैक्सिमम.
अरे ये बार-बार रिपीट करके आप खाली इमोशनल नहीं करिए.
आप इनको बोले प्लीज
नाम पर नफरत फैलानी है.
स्टॉप.
आपके इंटेलिजेंस की रिपोर्ट क्यों नहीं थी?
आप फैला रहे हैं.
अरे आपका इंटेलिजेंस सो रहा था क्या?
50-50
इंटेलिजेंस सो रहा था. 50-50 बड़ी रैली हो गई और पुलिस को खबर नहीं
रखा है. क्या पूरे वर्ल्ड का इंटेलिजेंस फेल हो रहा है? जिहादियों को जिहादियों को इस तरह से जो है वो अचानक कभी प्रोवोक करते हैं तो उनको सजा मिलेगी, लेकिन पूरी तरह से ये वही
50-50
डिस्टर्ब मत कीजिए।
I am telling you, I am getting, I want both on the screen, please.
Why the question, Arnab, over here was that why was this dancing and all that happening with Aurangzeb?
I'm saying it's deliberate. It's deliberate.
I'll tell you the reason.
It's absolutely deliberate.
It is to recreate the Aurangzeb mindset. And what is the Aurangzeb mindset? These statements like 15 crore Muslims can take on 85 crore Hindus. This mindset, one of the people recently who was bashed up by a lady in a show.
Let
be politically correct.
Let him speak, please.
One day there will be 75 crore Muslim and then you will see what happens to this country. This is Aurangzeb mindset which is sought to be created when people dance and they're carrying his photograph. And this Aurangzeb mindset will not be tolerated by people of this country. Get this mindset. Aurangzeb has a right mindset.
रिजाइन करवाएंगे,
will forget him.
गिरिराज सिंह के गोडसे माइंडसेट को रिजाइन करवाएंगे। ये हमारा कोई बच्चा मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट बनने के काबिल नहीं है, मुफ्ती साहब ने कहा। हम नहीं कभी भी इनको भेजना चाहेंगे एज अ मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट। आपने भेजा गोडसे की तारीफ करने वाले एमपी को। गिरिराज सिंह एमपी बने हुए हैं,
अगर गिनती शुरू करें, गिनती शुरू करें,
प्रज्ञा सिंह ठाकुर क्यों बैठी है पार्लियामेंट में भाई? आप कौन से माइंडसेट की बात कर रहे हैं?
अर्नब ने ये साफ कर दिया, जब भी किसी भी व्यक्ति ने तारीफ की है महात्मा गांधी के किलर का, हमने निंदा की है उसकी। लेकिन आप ये इक्विवेलेंस नहीं क्रिएट कर सकते। क्यों आपको शर्म आ रही है के खिलाफ बोलने में?
Don't take an escape route to it. Please don't. The viewers are watching you. You will have to answer. Call for the resignation of Giriraj Singh and Pragya Singh Thakur. The end. Otherwise, people will be asking you questions. The larger question is, the mindset of Godse still exists.
There is no equivalence. Don't try to, don't try to fool the people. Don't try to maneuver and manipulate this discussion.
I think इसमें I tell you one thing. I'll tell you. Toin.
You have a soft corner. You're a part of the fan club.
Just condemn. Whoever is eulogizing Aurangzeb will be condemned. Will you condemn Giriraj Singh?
I think
yes
it can't
be.
We do.
So why is he in the parliament?
Of all things,
why is he in the parliament? The prerogative of the prime minister calls for.
No, I think you're shifting.
I think what is happening here. I think what is happening here. Mufti
Sahab. Not kill millions of people. So don't create this false equivalence.
We assure you. औरंगजेब को जिंदा रखने वालों को हम जिम्मेदारी लेंगे। औरंगजेब आपको रोटी नहीं देगा मुसलमानों। औरंगजेब आपको नौकरियां नहीं देगा। There is nothing into history.
We have to live in the present. Now you answer by maneuvering and manipulating this discussion. You are only showing, you're only exposing your soft corner for Aurangzeb.
Come on.
I'll tell you one thing. What is happening here? Thank you, Atik. Just hold back for a minute. I think what is happening here, viewers, is that a person like Atikur Rahman, you ask him about Kasav, he will tell you about Godse. You ask him about Zakir Naik, जिनके ये फैन है by the way, ये गोडसे के बारे में, उनको पूछे औरंगजेब के बारे में, गोडसे के बारे में, इनको लश्कर तैयबा के बारे में पूछे, ये औरंगजेब के बारे में। My point here is जो चीज़ है आपके सामने है, जो हो रहा है आपके सामने, आप इसको डिनाई करने की कोशिश नहीं कर सकते। आई एम सेइंग, माय व्यू इज दिस वाज अ क्लियर अटेम्प्ट एट ट्राइंग टू प्रोवोक द हिंदू कम्युनिटी and we must accept it, and we cannot, no, it was a clear attempt to provoke because especially Maharashtra mein, the tyrant who has gouged out the eyes of Sambhaji Maharaj beheaded him, उनका गला काटा है, क्योंकि he was not ready to convert to Islam. Why was Sambhaji Maharaj beheaded? Because he refused to convert to Islam. Because he refused to convert to Islam. No, let me say it. A person who imprisoned his own ill father in a prison cell. He stopped Hindus from constructing temples, do you know, in 1959. Then he said you can't reconstruct old temples. आप एक ईंट नहीं लगा सकते मंदिर में। उनको आज अगर उनका पोस्टर लेके कोई नाच रहा है तो प्रोवोक करने की कोशिश नहीं है तो क्या है मुफ्ती साहब? हम व्हाई कांट वी कॉल अ स्पेड इन दिस? आप बताइए।
दरअसल मसला यह है, पूरा हिंदुस्तान इस बात को समझता है कि हिंदुस्तान के लोगों ने जाकिर नाइक
मिडिल लाइन मत लीजिए आप।
नहीं, बिल्कुल मिडिल लाइन नहीं, मैं बहुत ही स्पष्ट बात करता हूं।
आप मिडिल लाइन लेने वाले हैं मुझे लग रहा है।
बिल्कुल नहीं, पूरे हिंदुस्तान इस बात को, कोई मिडिल लाइन नहीं, हमारी एक स्पष्ट लाइन है और वो लाइन ये है कि हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने जाकिर नाइक की थ्योरी को नहीं अपनाया है, हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने औरंगजेब को नहीं अपनाया है, हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने यहाँ की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को अपनाया है, हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने यहाँ की तारीख को अपनाया है, हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों ने
जिन लोगों ने पोस्टर उठाए वो एंटी नेशनल थे कि नहीं थे? आप बताइए मुझे, जिन्होंने पोस्टर उठाए वो एंटी नेशनल है कि नहीं है?
ये कानून डिसाइड करेगा और हुकूमत की एजेंसी इस बात को
डिसाइड करेंगे, आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे जिन्होंने हरकत की वो कौन है।
वो यकीनन है
जिन्होंने हरकत की वो कौन है,
जिन लोगों ने भी उसको प्रोवोक किया है वो इस बात के जिम्मेदार होंगे और एजेंसी को इस पर जांच करनी चाहिए और उसको पकड़ना चाहिए। आखिर वो कौन लोग हैं जिसको बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं? क्या एजेंसी इतनी मजबूत नहीं कि हमारे महाराष्ट्र की? मैं बिल्कुल बहुत जिम्मेदारी से कहता हूं कि महाराष्ट्र की एजेंसी बहुत मजबूत है और ऐसे लोगों को जरूर
बहुत मजबूत है। तो तुहिन ये बताइए, अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी जब जहां पे जाके वहां पे उनके ग्रेव पर जाके वहां पे
फातिया पढ़े और फूल चढ़ाए,
फातिया पढ़ रहे हैं, फूल चढ़ा रहे हैं, फिर राजनीति कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी पार्टी, आपकी सरकार है, तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं? नहीं। और वारिस पठान इधर बैठ के उसी चीज के प्रवक्ता बनते हैं। आई एम सॉरी, सवाल आपसे भी होगा, ये कैसे हो रहा है? आपकी सरकार है, शिवसेना की सरकार है।
उद्धव ठाकरे के समय हुआ था, बिकॉज उद्धव ठाकरे
अभी क्यों हो रहा है? नहीं, अभी हुई है।
नहीं,
अभी आपके सरकार के आने के बाद हुई है। क्यों हुई है?
नहीं, आप चेक करिए, उद्धव ठाकरे
क्यों हुई है? नहीं,
हमारे समय, इनफैक्ट आफ्टर दैट देवेंद्र फडणवीस had very clearly issued a statement that ऐसे जो उनके मजार पे जाके फूल, he had used a word which I don't want to use, but such a thing will never be tolerated in Maharashtra.
उन्होंने कहा औरंगजेब की औलाद वाला कहा था।
क्या आप कह रहे हैं हमारी एजेंसीज क्यों नहीं बंद कर?
क्या वर्ड्स थे डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर के?
क्या वर्ड्स थे?
डर रहे हो बोलने से?
मैं भाषण में, मुझे याद नहीं है, लेकिन
ये चीज आपको याद नहीं रहती है।
उसके बाद आपने
ये औरंगजेब की औलादें कहां से पैदा हो गई? देख लिया गोडसे की औलादों को?
अब फिर
जवाब मिल गया आपको?
आप में और असादुद्दीन में क्या फर्क है?
की औलादे मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट में
और असादुद्दीन में क्या फर्क है? असादुद्दीन
देख लीजिए ना,
आप वो कर रहे हैं।
हमने किसी भी औरंगजेब को
पढ़े लिखे आप तो मानते हैं कि औरंगजेब
नहीं बनाया है,
खुद मानते हैं कि
बनाया है गोडसे की औलादों को।
आप खुद मानते हैं कि औरंगजेब एक बुरा मुस्लिम, फिर ये डबल गेम क्यों खेलते हैं आप?
2002 के दंगे कराए थे, वो गोडसे का माइंडसेट था।
गोडसे कहां आ रहा है इस डिबेट में? गोडसे ने किसी को कन्वर्ट नहीं किया, गोडसे ने किसी की आंखें नहीं निकाली, गोडसे ने किसी की आंखें नहीं निकाली, गोडसे ने किसी को कन्वर्ट नहीं किया।
मानसिकता को खत्म करिए,
इक्विवेलेंस।
गोडसे की मानसिकता को खत्म नहीं करेंगे,
औरंगजेब की मानसिकता को
बर्बाद हो जाएगा।
और एक मिनट आपने
सुरक्षित रखने के लिए गोडसे की मानसिकता को मारनी होगी आपको।
मुफ्ती जी, आप आज मिडिल लाइन ले रहे हैं, आपके सामने ये व्यक्ति इधर बैठे हुए हैं, ये औरंगजेब पर एक शब्द नहीं कहते, एक शब्द कहते हैं, उसके बाद 1000 शब्द गोडसे पर कहते हैं। आप क्यों नहीं कहते इनको कि भाई इशू को डाइवर्ट क्यों कर रहे हो? प्रोवोक करना है तो प्रोवोक करो। इन्होंने इसी तरह से जाकिर नाइक का समर्थन किया था। मुझे लग रहा है आप भी थोड़ा मिडिल पाथ ले रहे हैं। जो बुरा है वो बुरा है, जो गलत है वो गलत है, उस पर हिम्मत देके आप कहिए।
आप जानते हैं कि बिल्कुल सच्चाई के साथ, हक गोई के साथ बोलने की आदत है, किसी को अच्छा
मगर आज नहीं है,
ठीक है, आज भी है। आज वो लोग देखिए, यही तो एक्सप्रेशन, जो फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन है ना, वो उनको है, उनको बोलने दीजिए, उनका काम है। लेकिन हम बार बार ये कहेंगे, औरंगजेब का नाम लेने वाले वो लोग और औरंगजेब के फोटो लेकर के नाचने वाले वो लोग और औरंगजेब की जो कथा गा रहे हैं, उन लोगों को मैं जरूर कहना चाहूंगा कि ऐसी कथा गाने से आपके बच्चों को ना नौकरियां मिलेगी, ना आपके बच्चों का फ्यूचर तय होगा, ना ही आपके बच्चों की जिंदगियां बनेगी, बल्कि आपको अपने आप को सुधारने के लिए हिंदुस्तान के कानून पर अमल करना पड़ेगा। अगर आपने हिंदुस्तान के कानून पर अमल किया तो आपकी जिंदगी अच्छी होगी और आप सब कुछ बेहतर हो जाएगा।
आप टेरिफिक कह रहे हैं तो ओवैसी को भी बताइए। आप तो ओवैसी के भक्त हैं।
अरे कोई ओवैसी का भक्त नहीं है, हम किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के भक्त नहीं है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के भक्त ये बैठे हुए हैं। इनको भक्ति करने की आदत है।
अपना स्टैंड चेंज कर रहे हैं।
शर्म करिए तुहिन जी।
क्या शर्म?
अरे एक तरफ आप मोदी जी की भक्ति करते हैं, एक तरफ गोडसे की भक्ति करते हैं।
नहीं है गोडसे से।
कितना अंतर है अर्नब, देखिए।
I don't understand. ये debate, this debate is not on Godse. Godse is a settled issue. You tell me. No, it's not. You are avoiding the subject. It's people like you. You are indirectly rationalizing it.
तुरंत, immediate, और एल्स औरंगजेब का नाम लेना बंद करिए।
क्यों बंद कर?
जनता को भड़काने के लिए आप औरंगजेब को बीच में लाते हैं। किसी मुसलमान को औरंगजेब से कोई मोहब्बत नहीं है।
तो उसको
आपको गोडसे से होगी, हमको हिस्ट्री से कोई मोहब्त नहीं है। हमको इस मुल्क के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से मोहब्बत है।
उनको
आप चाहे कुछ भी कर लें, लेकिन बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और महात्मा गांधी की गांधीगिरी चलेगी, गोडसेगिरी नहीं चलेगी जनाब।
गोडसे कहां से आ रहा है? हम तो औरंगजेब को इतिहास के पन्नों से मिटा रहे हैं। आप जैसे लोगों को याद करते हैं। गिरिराज सिंह आपके फैन होंगे।
कौन? किसका?
आप गिरिराज सिंह के फैन होंगे। 10 बार आप गिरिराज जी का नाम ले चुके हैं।
मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट है कि ओवैसी का है?
आप उनके फैन हैं, लेकिन जो उन्होंने कहा वो पार्टी का स्टैंड नहीं है। जो राजनाथ जी ने पार्लियामेंट में कहा
था, आप कमल के साथ रखना चाहते हो?
राजनाथ जी की बात सुनेंगे आप? राजनाथ जी
तो नहीं होती है कमल की कीचड़। आपने बदबूदार लोगों को रखा है, इस बदबू को खत्म करिए आप, कमल खिलेगा।
अपने
कमल नहीं तो मुरझा जाएगा। ये गोडसे की गंदगी में गलाजत में कमल मुरझाएगा।
हिंदू कम्युनिटी से
कमल मुरझाएगा।
कम से कम
सुन लीजिए जनता की आवाज।
एक मिनट पहले वॉल्यूम को कम कीजिए। मैं एक मिनट सिंपल बात यह है, नहीं सिंपल बात यह है,
सिंह के बच्चों को जिस निर्ममता के साथ मारा गया वो याद है आपको?
आगे उसी आर्गुमेंट पे
क्या गोडसे ने कभी ऐसा किया था? तो गोडसे का नाम लेना बंद करिए। गोडसे का नाम लेना बंद करिए। गोडसे ने कभी
औरंगजेब हमको कोई फ्यूचर दे सकता है। गोडसे आपको फ्यूचर लगता है ना?
वो आपको लगता है। आप औरंगजेब होने के फैन होने के साथ साथ आप गोडसे की भी फैन है। औरंगजेब का नाम जितनी बार नहीं लिया आपने उतनी बार गोडसे का नाम लिया।
आपका फ्यूचर आपको गोडसे में नजर आ रहा है।
आई थिंक इट्स
मुसलमानों का फ्यूचर औरंगजेब में नहीं है।
वन मिनट मुसलमानों का नहीं है, बट अगेन आई विल से दिस, मुफ्ती ज़िया यू टेल मी, ये सारे लोग गोडसे ऑब्सेशन है, जबकि द बीजेपी हैज सेड इट, मिनिस्टर्स हैव सेड इट, द प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैज सेड इट, इन पार्लियामेंट इट हैज बीन सेड, एंड गोडसे हैज बीन कंडेम्ड, एंड गोडसे से पूरी दूरी है। और गोडसे के खिलाफ जितने स्टेटमेंट्स किए हैं शायद किसी के खिलाफ किए हो बीजेपी ने। फिर भी राहुल गांधी विदेश में जाके सिर्फ और सिर्फ गोडसे के बारे में बोलते हैं, एक शब्द नहीं औरंगजेब फैन क्लब के बारे में। वो सावरकर के खिलाफ बोलते हैं, who has spent over a decade in Kala Pani, but not one statement on Aurangzeb. Why? If the feeling is that Muslims don't support Aurangzeb, which I believe no rational Muslim will ever support Aurangzeb, then why not make a strong comment about it? इस पर कमेंट क्यों, इससे दूरी क्यों? नहीं, 1 minute. This is also supporting fanatic, bigoted thought. जो ये थॉट होती है ना, कम्युनल थॉट होती है, तभी ज्यादा इसको बढ़ावा मिलता है जब ये ऑपोजिशन, ये लॉबी एक शब्द नहीं कहती। ये कहती है कि जय श्री राम का स्लोगन जो है वो कम्युनल स्लोगन है, वो भड़कालू स्लोगन है। एक शब्द नहीं है मगर औरंगजेब के बारे में। ये सारे लोग आरएसएस और उसके फाउंडर हेडगेवार जी के बारे में हर तरह के शब्द अपशब्द कहते रहते हैं, मगर एक शब्द नहीं है औरंगजेब के बारे में। ये सच्चाई में कहूं, मनुस्मृति को हर दिन रात गाली देते रहते हैं, मगर औरंगजेब को और औरंगजेब के फैन क्लब के बारे में एक शब्द नहीं। आप भी आज मिडिल लाइन ले रहे हैं।
नहीं,
देयर हैज टू बी, नो देयर हैज टू बी। आप मिडिल लाइन मत लीजिए मुफ्ती ज़िया।
सेकुलर जमातें
आपको मैं कई सालों से जान रहा हूं, आप सहमे हुए थोड़े अपने आप को इस पूरे मामले से दूर हटा के,
नहीं, मैं मुल्क के मफादात की लाइन, मैं मुल्क के मफादात की बात करता हूं, ना मैं औरंगजेब की बात करता हूं, ना मैं सावरकर की बात करता हूं, मैं ना गोडसे की बात करूंगा। मैं मुल्क के मफादात की बात करूंगा। मुल्क को 5 मिलियन ट्रिलियन डॉलर की तरफ ले जाने वाली इकोनॉमी की मजबूती के बारे में बात करूंगा। प्राइम मिनिस्टर की उस सोच के बारे में बात करूंगा कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने मुल्क को आगे बढ़ाने की बात की है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर की उस सोच के साथ मैं खड़ा हूं, जहां बहादुर शाह जफर के कब्रिस्तान पर जाकर के, उनके मजार पर जाकर फातिहा पढ़ते हैं। मैं उस सोच के साथ खड़ा हूं कि मुल्क तरक्की करे, आगे बढ़े, हम भी आगे बढ़ेंगे, हमारा समाज भी आगे बढ़ेगा। लेकिन जब हम नफरतों के बीच में रहेंगे, जब हम गोडसे और औरंगजेब के बीच में रहेंगे,
गोडसे कहां से? गोडसे कहां से? आप भी वही इक्वलिस्ट। गोडसे
जो लोग बातें कर रहे हैं, मैं उनको जवाब दे रहा हूं। मैं उनको
गोडसे के
लोग जो इन तमाम बातों के बीच में रहकर के फंसे रहेंगे, वो मुल्क की तरक्की नहीं
ये लाएंगे।
ये आपको कह रहे हैं गोडसे के बारे में बात करना बंद करिए। आज विषय और
आपको कुछ आतिक 1 मिनट, प्लीज जस्ट अपना वॉल्यूम कम। हाँ बोलिए।
A very clear message to you.
ये मैसेज आपको दे रहे हैं।
बारे में बात करना बंद कीजिए। आज विषय औरंगजेब है, एंड वी आर ट्राइंग आवर बेस्ट टू इरेडिकेट द औरंगजेब माइंडसेट फ्रॉम इंडियन कल्चर।
Godse comes in. गोडसे की मानसिकता लाना चाहते हैं आप।
Where is this equivalent?
अरे हम
There is no
औरंगजेब की
equivalent.
मानसिकता नहीं लाना चाहते हैं भाई।
Are you logically
आप
challenged?
स्टेट अवे बताइए ना, आप प्ले सेफ कर रहे हो।
एक मिनट
Are you logically challenged? There is no equivalence. किसी की आंखें नहीं निकाले थे किसी का धर्म परिवर्तन नहीं किया था, बल्कि उनके ये गलत काम करने के बाद, हत्या करने के बाद 8000 से ज्यादा ब्राह्मण्स की हत्या हुई थी महाराष्ट्र में। ये भी एक सत्य है जिसके बारे में आप जैसे लोग नहीं जानते, जानबूझ के नहीं स्वीकार करते। इसलिए इस वक्त जो है केवल फोकस करिए औरंगजेब पर। औरंगजेब माइंडसेट जो है इस देश से मिटाना है।
खत्म हो चुका।
और वो नहीं
खत्म हो चुका संविधान आने के साथ।
नहीं तो क्यों
संविधान आने के साथ औरंगजेब खत्म हो चुका,
की निंदा नहीं कर रहे,
दिया गया, कोई नाम लेवा नहीं है।
अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी भी वही कहते हैं,
हिंद जो है ना,
अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी वही फील करते हैं।
आप पार्लियामेंट में डील करिए ना, जनता को क्यों जला रहे हो भाई? जनता को इस आग से बचाओ।
गजवाए हिंद वो औरंगजेब माइंडसेट है। जो डेमोग्राफी वॉर चल रहा है इंडिया में, वो है औरंगजेब माइंडसेट।
अरे भैया,
as of now, Atikur, as of now, the only person who is very, very keen to push this Aurangzeb issue is your leader, Asaduddin Owaisi. You please call him and explain. He is certainly your leader. You've been his biggest supporter. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all for tonight. I shall see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Good night and goodbye.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Republic has been #1 for the past 6 years. We've broken the biggest stories and reported from where it mattered most. We've disrupted the broadcast news media from India. And now we are coming to digital. Republic on digital this July. Republic #1 on TV, now coming to digital. Republic on digital this July.
Republic TV #1 on television, now soon on digital this July.
Republic #1 on TV, now soon on digital this July.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
दिन के 4 बजे से आग लगी है। मैं आपको आग की तस्वीरें दिखाता हूँ। देखिए आग किस तरह से भड़की हुई। 4 बजे से ये आग लगी है और अब तक आग पर काबू नहीं पाया जा सका है। फिलहाल आप लाइव तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं मेरे साथ। देखिए आग कितनी तेज है। चूंकि जो जानकारी अभी तक है, जो प्रारंभिक जानकारी है उसके मुताबिक शॉर्ट सर्किट की वजह से ये आग लगी है और 4थे फ्लोर से ये आग भड़की थी। उसके बाद 6वें फ्लोर तक ये आग जा चुकी है। कई अहम दस्तावेज, कई अहम डॉक्यूमेंट, कई सिस्टम जिनमें कि सरकार का रिकॉर्ड है वो